Picture this, a 6' 6" defensive legend trying to intimidate a 7' 4" giant who's already being called the future of basketball. What happens when the league's most notorious trash talker finally pushes too far? The answer came in one explosive moment that had an entire arena losing their minds. This wasn't just another regular season game. The Warriors and Spurs had already battled 3 nights earlier in San Francisco, with Golden State stealing that one. Now they were back at it in San Antonio, and the tension was thick enough to cut with a knife. Playoff intensity in November. That's what happens when you put Draymond Green on the same court as the most hyped rookie since LeBron James. Draymond's been doing this for over a decade, 9-time All-NBA defensive team. Former Defensive Player of the Year. The man who got under LeBron's skin in the finals. He's mastered the art of mental warfare, knowing exactly which buttons to push and when to push them. And here's the thing about going up against someone like Victor Wembanyama, you can't beat him with size or length. The kid's a literal alien on the basketball court. So, what's Draymond's play? Get in his head, make him uncomfortable, rattle the rookie until he breaks. Fourth quarter rolls around and the Spurs are up 89-82. Wembanyama's been doing his thing all night, swatting shots and making life miserable for anyone who dares enter the paint, but Draymond sees an opportunity. On a baseline play, he starts getting physical, pushing, jawing, doing all the classic Draymond things that have made him both loved and hated across the league. The refs are watching closely, but Green doesn't care. He's in full enforcer mode now, trying to body up someone who has 8 inches on him. Wembanyama doesn't react, doesn't say a word, just stands there taking it. But everyone in that building could feel something brewing. Then it happens Spurs are setting up for a baseline inbound, and Draymond commits a foul trying to deny possession. Nothing crazy, just enough to disrupt the play, or so he thought. Stephon Castle grabs the ball and in one fluid motion, he launches a lob toward the rim. Wembanyama catches it mid-air, and what comes next is pure violence. He rises over Draymond Green like he's not even there, and throws down a dunk so nasty that the Frostbank Center erupts. But here's where it gets wild. Wemby doesn't just dunk it and move on. He screams directly in Draymond's face, letting out everything he'd been holding back. The quiet kid just turned into a different person. Draymond's not having it. He immediately walks straight toward Wembanyama and suddenly it's on, face to face, except Green's having to look up at the 7' 4" giant teammates rush in from everywhere. Both benches clear. The refs are scrambling to get control before this turns into something ugly. Steve Kerr's on the sideline arguing about something else entirely. The whole building is electric, everyone on their feet screaming, but then the refs huddle up, and here comes the twist nobody saw coming. The basket doesn't count. The foul happened before the ball was inbounded, so all that fire, all that emotion, all that viral moment energy, and it gets wiped away just like that. But Draymond picks up his 4th foul on the play, then immediately gets his 5th. He's done for crucial minutes, forced to sit and watch. After the game, reporters swarm Wembanyama, desperate to know what was going through his head. His response? Ice cold. When someone speaks to you a certain way, you have to respond a certain way. Simple as that. No extras, no drama. They push him, asking if he enjoyed putting Draymond in his place. I don't know. I'm not enjoying it now. Translation, he's not here for personal victories. He's here to win basketball games. The maturity in that answer, that's what separates the good ones from the greats. At 19 years old, Wemby's already thinking like a champion. Meanwhile, Draymond's got his own thoughts. In his post-game press conference, he starts talking about double standards, how it's cool to see Wembanyama show emotion, but when he does it, he gets suspended. Fair point, honestly. He's been the villain so long that people forget he's just playing the game the way he knows how. But there's something hilarious about the league's biggest trash talker complaining about someone else getting fired up. The irony wasn't lost on anyone paying attention. But here's the gut punch that nobody talks about enough. Despite the poster dunk, despite the viral moments, despite Wembanyama putting Draymond in his place, the Warriors won 109-108. Steph Curry went absolutely nuclear, dropping 49 points and reminding everyone why he's still one of the most dangerous players on the planet. The Spurs had the lead, they had the momentum, they had their superstar making statements, and they still couldn't close. For the second time in 3 days, San Antonio let Golden State steal. One Wemby even had a clutch block on Keldon Johnson with 33 seconds left, making a play that should have sealed it. But the final possession fell apart, and just like that, the Warriors escaped with another one. So yeah, Wembanyama won the battle. He got his moment. He showed Draymond and the rest of the league that he's not someone to mess with. But the Warriors won the war, and that's the reality of where the Spurs are right now. They've got a generational talent who's already doing things nobody his age should be able to do. But winning games? That's still a work in progress. As for Draymond, you think this makes him back off next time they meet? Not a chance. If anything, he just found his new favorite target. This rivalry is just getting started, and something tells me we haven't seen anything yet.